What's going on, guys? Last night, I was in the demolition derby, and I went out for my heat race, and I didn't do too bad, but I had some motor issues. So here's the car. It's still straight, still perfect. So I did a full track kamikaze hit on one guy. Window. 1965 Lincoln Continental, one of the best cars you could have. And I hit him, and then I did another big hit. And then my car wouldn't run very good. So I smelt a bunch of fuel. I had to shut her down. But, yeah, it's still... Yeah, no, it's still one piece. It's still cherry. It's like brand new. It doesn't even look like I ran a derby, really. But no love. Hammer down. Can you guys see my nice roof sign? And some people were saying in the comments of my last video that I must have sold a lot of honey to do this. Well, let me break it down to what it cost me to do this. It's a pretty expensive sport, but 4 years ago when I sold my house, I bought the stickers and the roof sign. So that cost me... Is it blurry? I'm sorry, let me clean my camera. It cost me $113 for my stickers and my roof sign. I've been doing derby for 21 years now. So I've had all the tires, I had the motor, had the headers, the fuel tank, shifter, you know, everything I've had over the years. So basically this derby cost me about $150. I had to fill up my torch tank, which was 50 some bucks. Well, it probably cost me around 200 then. $53 to fill up my torch tanks. I had to pay $50 to enter to the derby, and that came with a couple pit passes. I had to buy 3 bags of ice for my tranny cooler, and I had to buy fuel. So do the math. I mean, it's a pretty expensive hobby, but when you've been doing it for so long, you have a bunch of parts. So I could have had more parts if I was down home. But in blue, the driver's side rear tire, the front tire right here is still a little bent, but I straightened it out with the torch. I don't know if you guys could see, but yeah, no, I have the car building pretty figured out. It's just something stupid happened, and it's what happens. So, was I bummed? Of course I was. But I had a great time. I love the camaraderie. I like going to look at the cars. You always learn something new. And on the way home, we had a tragic accident with my portable welder. Let me walk over there and I'll show you. We were coming home. We're about halfway home, so about 30 minutes from home. My welder, my big portable welder, you got to take a bunch of, you know, stuff to weld and torches and extra parts, and that's why my whole yard is like a total wreck here. As you can see, this is out of the car. My old derby car hood from my other car that I took apart. You know, extra parts. Here's my big welder. But it's a front end arm truck. So the steering is welded to keep it straight. Well, the steering broke and it started going crazy, and I was pulling it with my wife and kids in the Suburban, and the steering broke, and this thing almost came around hit the Suburban, almost took us out. Well, this thing was a 5-degree angle and ate up all the trees. You could still see the marks on the tire of how crooked this thing was. All the tread. Oh man, it was crazy. Broke my battery. I lost the muffler. So when I got to a wide spot, I pulled off, and it broke my battery, and all the acid was coming out. Well, it was able to start the welder one more time. So I fired up the welder, got the tires back straight, and I was able to get back on the road and make it home safe with the kids. So it was crazy though. I thought I looked back and jerked us into the other oncoming traffic lane, and it was going side to side violently. And violently is an understatement. I mean, I won all the way to the car. And I thought this thing was going to come hit me on the driver's side. I was going to wreck with the kids, but I didn't get excited. Just slowed it down easy. Got to the side of the road. On wide spot. So my yesterday was not good. But if you think about it in a different way, I was pretty damn lucky I didn't wreck with the kids in the car. So I'm an optimist. I left full. So I'm going to say my luck was pretty good yesterday, even though I didn't do good on the car, but I made it home safe. And it could have been because my dad almost hit us because of the welder and everything. So hammer down, guys. Farmers for Truth. I've been working with a lot of people on Vegas. So I have a bunch of stuff coming out, trying to get everything ready for the suicide shot and a couple other deals. So you guys will be seeing more of me here soon. So hammer down, guys. Farmers for Truth. And I will catch you on the next one.